Hi everyone, Transforming 5000 here. So this is just a video for a bit of a pre-warning for the Halloween special that's coming out this year. I am actually here with my collaborative partner on this project, Harrison Gottfried.
Hello,
Hi,
everybody.
hello,
It's a
Harrison.
here, and it's a pleasure to give you this preview video before the video.
So what you're seeing on the screen right now is the thumbnail poster for our collaborative project, which is a sequel to the Accursed Gateway called Escape from Chaos. Now, this is a bit of a pre-warning video for those who are going to watch the video or choose not to watch the video. There's a few things in this story that we haven't really done before in the series, and it's done with the utmost respect. So we just wanted to let you all know what's actually what you're in for, and again, whether you choose to watch it or not is your choice. So just quickly, it does contain themes of violence, obviously, but more around the blood and the gore aspect, and it does deal with a lot of mental health struggles and suicidal references.
There is also, for people who may have epilepsy or sensitivity to light, this is a strobe warning and flickering light warning that this Halloween special will consist of multiple scenes with strobe and flickering effects.
Yeah, so if you do struggle from epilepsy, it might be worth just watching it if you do in a very bright room or whatever's comfortable for you to reduce any epileptic seizures or fits that you do struggle from. Now, in regards to the mental health aspect, this is done with the utmost respect, and it is not done, I'll say it again, it's not done for shock value, and it's not done to make the story dark or dramatic in any way.
We want to make it clear, as Daniel said, this is not for shock value and it's not for dramatization. We just wanted, well, I specifically wrote the scene because I wanted to make people understand that, a lot of people in our world, not Cybertron, of course, but our reality is that, a lot of people struggle with mental health, and there's a lot of suicidal people out there, people who take their lives over either bullying or dark times in their life. And I only wrote this as a scene to respect and honor those people, not as a way to bash their experiences, especially since I have family and friends who have experienced or are experiencing this struggle of suicidal tendencies and mental health.
Yeah, definitely. We have done it as a way to raise awareness around the struggles and show that there's always hope in the darkness. And it's something mental health is something I've struggled with. I've talked about it a little bit on the channel here and there. So it's written by people who do struggle from mental health themselves. So it's not something that we're just writing out of you know without any experience of it. Yeah.
And to be honest, at the end of the day, we want like, here's the thing. This is a fan. Transformers is a great, fandom, and we love it. And the honest thing is, at the end of the day, they're robots with feelings that can feel pain, that can die, that can feel remorse. They have feelings. So I kind of wanted to write it into the story due to the fact that we see Transformers as war, as characters driven through a division of war. And I think it's important to realize that even in a fictional, I mean, a non-fictional setting for Transformers, these characters have struggled through war in ways that humans have too. And it's not always depicted in these stop motion projects. I felt it was a good way to make this story and also explain that some of these characters who have had these struggles are actually dealing with these struggles just like humans.
Yeah, I agree. Just touching up on one of the points that we was going to mention, actually, from bouncing off your point there, Harrison. So
Yeah.
this have actually been done before. It's been done in official Transformers media, in the comics mainly, and it's also been done in other fan projects, and it has been well received in the past. And this is something that hopefully will also be, received well as well. We don't want it to get negative or anyone to suffer from watching it or anything. We're aware mental health is something that affects us all, and it is on the rise. And whether we experience it a day in our life or just here and there, or whether it's a day-to-day struggle, it's something that, as Harrison said, when characters are written to struggle in this way, something that we can say even our heroes know what we feel like. So, it's to raise the awareness and show that even people who you think might have it together, they do have the general same struggles, and it can create that relation that they're also like you.
Because at the end of the day, we want to make sure the characters are relatable and not just how they've been depicted before. Like, in story writing of already created concepts, a lot of these characters do have struggles, but their stories are limited or not fully developed. And I just felt like, especially since I've struggled with these emotions and these feelings before, that I think it's important that we raise awareness even in projects such as this, the awareness of mental health and, needing to be that it's okay. You're not the only one out there. There are plenty of individuals like you who struggle with it. So even Transformers struggle with contemplating life and death.
Just touching up on that as well, with certain characters in my series, and especially this project with the character who does struggle, don't jump to conclusions as well. So don't watch this project and then just assume something or assume the worst, because this is a storyline that will go on in the future, and it's going to show that there's always lightness in the darkness. No matter how dark it gets, there's always hope, and we want to create sort of an inspiration from this character. So when you do see this, this particular scene, don't jump to conclusions. That's all I ask. Don't jump to conclusions and not watch the rest of the project and
Yeah, I agree with Daniel. At
comment.
the end of the
Yeah,
day, we put it in there to make, a topic that is hard sometimes to put in projects. We wanted to make it aware because there are people out there who are afraid to talk about this stuff. And I feel like it's important that we authentically represent, a Transformers struggle.
especially with the recent month of I think September. So there was the World Suicide Awareness and Prevention Month,
Yes.
and I know it's now October, but it was just last month, and I think following on from that, this is a really good way to sort of promote mental health support even further. And if anyone does get affected by this is something else we wanted to make clear as well. If anyone does get affected by the stop motion, or if you don't and you need support, or if you know a family member or a friend needs support or anything like that, me and Harrison are actually going to be linking in the description of the video, and also we'll copy and paste it in the comments in the live chat,
Absolutely.
websites of and phone lines that you can phone or visit to access support. We're going to be doing it for the UK, the US, and as many countries as we can. So as many people who watch it, and like I said, whether you get affected or not, or just need general support, you can access 24/7 support.
And we want you to feel like it's not just for this video, because if you really do struggle with it, we want to make sure you get the help you need. And if this brings up, trauma or pain, it's not to make you feel bad, it's to make you aware that it's okay to ask for help. It's very scary to ask for help when it comes to this stuff, but if you don't, you might, not see the next day. And what happens if things could have gotten better? And
Hmm.
what one way out that you thought was the right way? At the end of the day, you got to be, thinking that things can get better. And it might not always seem like it, but like Daniel said, there's always light in the darkness, and you have to hold on for it, even if it takes a minute. Don't give
Yeah.
up on it. Don't give up on life because of your personal struggles. We want you to feel safe and heard.
Even if you feel alone, you're never alone. There's always someone there. And I know myself, sometimes I've felt alone, and sometimes when you're in that mind space, you do feel alone, and you don't feel anyone's out there, but there is always someone out there. And one thing I do want to say is, if you do want to discuss these issues with us, I would be open for a discussion with anyone who does want to speak about this project. We have a Discord server, so you can message us on Discord and speak to us via private message.
Absolutely. And, we want you to feel like, we're putting it out there. So if you do struggle with it and you feel like this was a video that made you feel good or bad or made you more aware that it's okay to get help, then we want to be there and support you as creators, especially of a project that has intense scenes in it.
Exactly. So we'll be posting the link to the Halloween special in the description and this comment for this video, and go check that. Go check it out when it premieres. It'll have all the date and time when it is. So set those reminders. And
we want you to be there live when we're all watching it, because the experience will be that much sweeter for the amount of people who come and join us for the premiere.
Definitely. For myself, that's all I've got to say, unless you want to say anything further, Harrison, before we wrap up.
Yeah, I just want to say, at the end of the day, guys, you shouldn't be afraid to speak up about your personal struggles. While I know I have struggled with this stuff, and maybe you have too, it doesn't mean that no one's gonna listen to you. You just have to find the right people and the right support. But on that note, I just want to say to everyone out there, keep fighting, keep working hard, and keep yourself going. Until all are one, let's get this done. Thank you, guys.
All are one.
Video and warning regarding our Halloween project. We can't wait to see you there at the live premiere.
Before the video premieres, there will be another message like this, a shortened version, just to pre-warn anyone who hasn't seen this video. So,
we want to make sure that we cover all of our bases when it comes to preparing you for the project.
The last thing we want is someone who hasn't been warned or who haven't seen it to skip ahead and get affected by it and not know the reasoning why we've done this, and not know that there's support in the description, and not know to communicate with us if they wish to. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think, we just want to make sure that no one takes it in the wrong way. So we're covering our bases to make sure that we do not offend or hurt anyone, because that is never our intention.
No, it never is. And it's always been from the very start, positive intention to raise the awareness and show that no matter how bad it gets, it will get better.
Even if you can't see it right then and there, you got to hold out. You got to have hope. And you got to wait till the matrix of leadership in your life lights your darkest hour.
Exactly.
This is Harrison Gottfried.
And this is Transformer 5000.
Thank you for watching this promotional warning video, and we can't wait to see you at the live premiere.
Thank you, everyone, and take care.